Okay. Um, Hello. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's stream. I hope everyone's doing well. I am. I'm doing great. Hanging out on a Saturday night. And we're gonna play some Donkey Kong, which is kick ass. Yeah, I couldn't get this I'm trying to get vertical streaming still working on YouTube. It's just not working. I wish it would. I don't know how many people actually are watching vertical streams. For me, it's been convenient trying to set it up for YouTube because then I don't have to export the stream, like the main stream that we're on right now, onto YouTube. I'm glad that we can multi-stream now, which is very, very sick. Um, but apparently people are watching vertical streams somewhere. I already record stuff in vertical. It's been helpful for I don't know for making shorts. Made a short recently about gambling, which is bad apparently. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to make gambling shorts for places like TikTok. They uh, flatten your dick. They fucking tell you to get fuck off and die. Um, which was just super Caesar's Palace, man. Like come on, some bullshit. But that's just how it is on this bitch of an earth. I feel like I keep saying that on stream, and I don't know why. I need to check to see if we have audio on YouTube. One sec. About gambling. Yep, that's good. Mm. God, I would love vertical streaming. Well, this is a project for tomorrow. If you see me in live tomorrow, sorry, it's not going to be a good. I'm just going to be testing shit. All right, that's enough of this. I want to play Donkey Kong. Let's actually do that now. I'm excited. We're pretty far. We're in the ice place, and yeah. So we hop in. We're going to do a welcome to the. Technically, this is an episode, I guess. It's been kind of fun treating these like let's plays in a way. Okay. So everyone act cool. Pretend that this is totally. We haven't been idle for like 30 minutes. Oh shit. Okay. Set. That's set. All right. Hit record so we can make a short. And I don't have controls. I don't have my controller. Cranky, why don't I have a controller working? Why are you doing this to me, Cranky? I gotta load something else up. 1 second. You can skip this, right? I don't remember if you can skip this or not. Yeah, you totally can. Oh, it would help if I actually enabled the controller. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Donkey Kong Country, Session 2, Part 2, whatever we're calling these. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's been a couple days since we played, so we're gonna get back into it and play one of the greatest games on God's green earth. All right, let's hop into it. Yeah, we saved last time, and now we just need to go back to the barrel. So while we're getting back to where we need to go, I just want to remind you that if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. You need to subscribe to me right now. And if you're on Twitch, you need to follow me. If you're on another platform, do the other thing too. Whatever they have there, I don't know what it is, but you got to do it. I expect you to do it, chat member, viewer, whatever you are. All right. Yeah, we're heading to Snow Barrel Blast. We're in the ice world. This is one of the worst parts of the game. Yeah, so it should be a great time. I've been thinking about this game like all week. Like since the last time that I've played, like I really enjoy this game. It's very, very cool. But because it's the ice world, I get it, streamer. Fuck up. It's very, very cool. I feel like some of these areas coming up have a lot of snow on screen, so we're gonna probably see bitrate death. And if you do, my apologies. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just how it is. I'm not in control of Donkey Kong. I mean, I guess I technically am, but... I'm excited about beating this game and what that means for the future of Donkey Kong here on this channel. I love... Oh, no. Oh, my lives reset because I had to reset the game. Oh, that's not good. Yikes. Yeah, like part of me kind of itching to play just a lot of Donkey Kong. Does that mean I should play Donkey Kong Country 2? Maybe. If that's something people want to see, I'll play Donkey Kong Country 2. I'll play that game. The game's good. I know I already have a thing about that game, you know, that I was, 1 second here, that I had played it at a friend's house in the 2nd grade. And I've been like racking my brain trying to remember that guy's name, and it's just not there. I just can't remember. He's a cool kid. At this one time where him and I were at like another friend's house, and I didn't know this other friend too well. Like I didn't know his family. I felt really weird about being in this house, and for some reason we were playing like hide and seek, and like I hid in this kid's like grandmother's bedroom. It was so weird. She totally caught me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, come on. It's funny though. Like being a grandparent, being a Oh yeah, you probably can't see anything on here. If the bitrate's dead, I'm sorry. That's just what happens. We'll you know, you're not missing much. But yeah, being a parent or a grandparent, you know, a guardian of some kind, like, must be so weird. Just like random kids like constantly showing up in your life, you know? And like just trying to keep track of them. I could barely keep track of like my nieces and nephews' lives as it is, you know? Like they're the only kids, like major kids I have in my life. So like when I talk to them about stuff, you know, I have to remember all of their friends' names or whatever. But that's good. It's all good. This was a mistake. I shouldn't have gone here. Nah, never mind. We tank those. Oh, yeah. I'm really worried about this area. I feel like I'm totally gonna get a game over. Like, just 100% it's happening. I hope not. Okay. Said I was gonna move that here, and I'm gonna move it back because, oh, come on. I thought there was, something else in there, too. Oh, well. We're gonna ignore that. I need the life. Or the, I need the hit. Oh, God. No! Oh, this is gonna be rough. I was like, man, we're gonna totally beat Donkey Kong Country tonight. And then I forgot we hit this area. Yeah, eventually, oh man, we're cooked. Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna stop going that way. I don't need the bananas. I mean, I should, because they're free one-ups. Yeah, I met those friends that had this game. But like this game was, for some reason, all of the older brothers of the friends that I had, like this was like their game. Like they were like, "Oh, dude, check this out," and and I think I watched them get to like this same part where they got to the ice area and just got like just boned. Alright. Alright, there's something. Okay. I think that screws up the B timing, so I might be in trouble here. Nope. Never mind. That was fake. Fake. Fake, fake, fake. Okay. 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 Alright, that's it. Oh, man. The save room isn't for so long. And we only have 2. I can't believe, like, when you save the game that it just wipes all of your lives. Like, it seems really harsh. Okay. Oh, well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I like this area. Like, of all of the ice levels, and I know I'm gonna like get spanked here or whatever. But I do dang, that sucks. I do remember liking this one. Like the theming of like just like this ice cave. It's very, very neat. Ice levels are definitely the hardest for games like this, and like Sonic, Sonic 2 with ice cap zone. Is that right? But like just like the theme is impeccable. Like best music in games, best levels, or best aesthetic. That's the word I'm looking for. Aesthetic. I mean, the level quality is, you know, it is whatever it is. It's always funny to imagine wanting to be like a game dev or something. Oh, come on. And just being like, man, I could do it. And then like you play games like this that are made by like, you know, a whole pantheon of like game developers, you know, like just tons and tons of people. That's why I like solo devs. It's hard work. Anytime I make a game, you know, try to make a game, it's fine. You know, I took some programming classes, so I have some knowledge on how to make stuff. But I just couldn't do it. You know, that's why, like, you know, games like Balatro, like, I really got to respect those guys that can just do it. Okay, this is. You're like, why? Why did you jump back? The reason why I jumped back is because I saw it. Like, unfortunately, I saw like the path past the bee. And you know what? This is fine because this means that we can get this third one, this third swordfish, and try to get some extra lives since we're gonna need it. We absolutely need to farm for lives. I can't believe it doesn't save. Like, it feels like one of the moments that, like, doing a save state would have been absolutely worth it. That's why, like, I guess, like, the Switch version of this is so cool. That, I don't know, it's inherent. There was a big thread on, Twitter, or sorry, X, the everything platform, whatever. That's fucking Twitter, man. Fuck you. I was talking about like, oh, how did you get into like the career field that you're currently in? And one of the big ones was a streamer who was talking about another streamer that used to really suck back in like 2009. And me, as a person who has been streaming for just, you know, years and years and years, like, I've just kind of come back to it recently, but like every so often, you know, if you look at the history of like my Twitch, if you're on there, if you look at my history of my my YouTube channel, I have uploads going back kind of a while. Excuse me. Uh-oh, my controller just unplugged. One moment. Why did my controller unplug? One second here. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. I don't know what happened. I unfortunately do think that I'm having some PC issues. I've known for a while. I think I'm running on borrowed time on this PC, so you know, it is what it is. If you wanna help a dude out, I mean, feel free to sub, follow, and get my numbers up, and then I can get a new PC someday. Aw, come on. But time of this stream, we're just farming lives. Don't worry, we're trying to get more of these. I definitely remember needing it in this area. But yeah, at time of recording, it is currently November, and we're like rapidly approaching Thanksgiving here in America. I'm looking forward to it. Got a couple of like friend ones that are coming up. Family. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to just eating eating food, I guess, you know. I know some people have like bigger traditions for Thanksgiving, like watching the game, or you know, whatever. My family's has always been like just chill, you know. We just show up and just whoever brings food, like great. Whoever doesn't, like also kind of great. You know, we kind of shame those people a little bit. I remember like some of like the weirdest like foods that people brought, and honestly, like nothing weird. I think at Christmas I brought a Christmas cake once as like a joke to myself. I don't know what kind of joke. Like, I know it's like a thing they do in Japan. They like bring cake to Christmas, and I know that's not a thing here. But Walmart was selling it. I don't know, man. If like Walmart's selling it, somebody's buying Christmas cakes. Oh, you crunchy bastard. But yeah, so it's, you know, this is a good, you know, this is a good game right now if you're somewhere where it's cold. Like I said, it's November, so it's starting to cool down a little bit. We're getting rain, which has been awesome. Because once again, I live in the desert where, you know, we seldomly get rain. So just any chance to get rain, I'll... Oh. Whoa! Like, I got hit and then it just like launched Donkey Kong halfway across the map, so very cool. I didn't even know there was a flamingo on the stage. I had forgotten. That's why I did it. I just wanted to get the flamingo again. Flamingo's big lives, and like now that we need lives again, it's kind of worth getting. This is good. Gives us probably almost 500. And unfortunately not. I should have just waited. I should have tried to get a few more. Oh, well no, there we go. Still got 600. That's nice. 6 lives. Oh, mod in chat, mods. Mac is junk. Nut tap that motherfucker. I don't think I can do it from, I can't do it from my app right now. Actually, I can. No, am I not allowed to? Am I not allowed to be in mod chat? Yeah, there we go. Beat him, get him out of here. What's me? It's funny, because I'm posting content, I'm posting that, shorts everywhere. Like I said, like I made that, Super Caesar's Palace one that got dinged pretty harshly. A little unfair, might I add. I'm still not mad actually being, mad about that one. I understand, like, gambling is not, like, a great thing. I think sports betting sucks. Don't ever do it, just one in general. Unless it's horses. You can bet on horses, that's okay. As long as they're horse girls. Oh, come on. But, yeah, I mean, there's like so much other like betting that happens, and a video game showing like just how to I understand the Balatro problem of where that dude has to fight other like the EU and has to fight I didn't think he would hit me there. Trying to like prove that his game isn't gambling just because it's poker. And getting banned from like different, marketplaces and stores and whatnot. It's rough. It's rough out there for that kind of shit. It's hard to fight. Tried to appeal mine, and they immediately just, no, this is gambling. It's, it is, I guess, but not really. But I've learned my lesson. John TikTok has shown me the light of the error of my ways. I will no longer be ever playing casino games unless it's Mario DS. I think Mario 64 DS is Luigi gambling, and or Pokemon slots. I guess if we ever do a Pokemon game on stream, I don't know which one I would actually play. This year I played ROM hack of Pokemon Blue that turned it into Pokemon Green. So I've literally have just played a Pokemon game. I've played the best Pokemon game. I know there's a lot of people out there. A lot of people have been saying, Gen 1ers, the worst Pokemon fans, because we won't stop talking about our generation. We're very, I understand the I'm being seen as a boomer because you like Gen 1. But man, like, there's just something about that game that I think is just great in the way that it just kind of exists. You know, they made a video game for the sake of making a video game that was, like, really cool and fun. Whoa, shit. Okay. We're good. 3 frogs. All right. But yeah, they, you know, they were just, like, out there just trying to make a video game. They weren't trying to, like, you know, they were building a world, sure. But they were honestly, like, attempting to make just a good game. And I think it, like, really shines. I think, like, some of, like, the not child-friendly version, you know, things that are in that game. I'm not saying it's, like, anything too bad, but it's just very obvious that, like, you know, there's, like, drunk dudes, there's gamblers, there's, you know, all kinds of stuff that, like, these days, you know, Pokemon would never, you know, they'd never put a passed-out grandpa in the corner. But I think, like, it just really shined as just being something just really fun. And playing a current Pokemon game, like, they've really had to build a world because, like, of course, you know, people wanted to see, like, the world of Pokemon. But I think they've, like, kind of had to become, like, too rigid in the presentation of that world. At the sake of maybe just not simpler gameplay, but just more, I don't know, just more, like, leaving it to the imaginations of the players or whatnot. Again, this is just Gen 1er. Shut the fuck up, boomer. I get it. But it's hard for me, personally. And I know this isn't for everyone. I know people really, really enjoy, like, Gen 4, which is Diamond Pearl, you know, and beyond. Like, you know, this year Pokemon Legends ZA came out, and I think that game looks cool. I think Arceus was a very cool concept for a Pokemon game also. So, like, they're definitely doing, you know, really great games, but, like, as, like, a normal-ass Pokemon game, I don't want to play. I'm going to get hit, because I saw it. I know you saw it, too. We all saw the crack. But I wouldn't mind playing, I don't know, like, I had an idea of, like, playing the file that I made for Pokemon Green, and hooking it up to Pokemon Stadium, like an emulator, and, like, playing it that way. I do have Pokemon Stadium physical. I kind of have ways to stream 64 games. It's not the best, and especially, like, trying to hook up the cartridge stuff, it's not, you know, not the best. Oh, we're almost to that save point. I hope we... Oh, wait, is this the fucking... Oh, no. Okay, my apologies to anyone watching this. This part sucks. Anyone, I feel like I need to edit this on YouTube, but I'm not going to. This parrot is bright, and every time he turns to face the camera, it's very bright. So I will try to not turn left as much as possible. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, like, playing Pokemon Stadium with, oh god, with a save file that I had just played through would be really, really cool. But then again, like, how good is, you know, do I actually want to play that much Pokemon? And the answer is no. If I'm going to play Pokemon, I kind of want to play some other thing. Like, I'd rather play Pokemon Snap, or, you know, I never even actually played the new Pokemon Snap that came out. Oh, bummer. For the Switch. I think that would actually be a really fun one to check out sometime if we we have a time to do Pokemon. I don't know what Pokemon Wednesdays. I don't know. Probably not. I'm busy Wednesdays. But yeah, that would be really, really cool. Pokemon, Hey You Pikachu, I think would be very, very fun, and fuck, just how cool and dumb that game is. I actually bought that game. I went to Blockbuster, and they had clearance. They had clearance on games, and one of the games they had for clearance was fucking Pokemon Hey You Pikachu with Mike. So I bought that. I've played it. If I ever get an upscaler for the Nintendo 64, like, I'd love to try that. I think that would be awesome. To actually play like real hardware. Once I keep alluding to it, but I'm getting the Super Station, which is effectively hardware emulation for everything PS1 and Nintendo 64 generation and below, which I think even means Saturn. I'm not exactly sure how that works. They said no to PS2 stuff, just not there yet, which is good. It's fine. Come on. No PCs. Gone up 11%. Bridge run. Ice tree tops. Like, now we're in just like in the, you know, fighting game player 2. We're just recoloring the stages now, which is fine. That's okay. But yeah, an upscaler would be really, really sick. I've looked at the Retro Tink before. Alright. Fuck you, I guess. The Retro Tink is an upscaler that lets you plug in, you know, older connections and upscales it for you properly to HD, so you can plug it into your capture card. So I think that why why did he do that? You motherfucker. I almost don't want the frog. The frog feels like a bit. Like, the frog feels like he sucks. He sucks in this stage. Buddies. What's everyone's favorite animal buddy in a video game? I gotta say that my favorite animal buddies are probably the ones from Kirby Dream Land 3. Love those guys. Man, I love that game. I think I mentioned it last time too on stream, that I enjoy that video game. Okay. Okay. Gotta use coyote time to kind of like jump in the midair. But yeah, in Kirby's Dream Land 3 and technically Dreamland 2 for the Game Boy, I believe. Fact check on that's fine if somebody has it. But yeah, you would actually, I think in 2 they didn't do it, but maybe they did. But when you ate and got a new power, if you had one of the animal buddies, they would have like a unique like combo effect with that whatever the power was. So you'd have like the little green bird. They all have names because, you know, everything has a name. For men with names. but like the little little green bird, when you got electricity power, he would act like an RC like plane, and you would be able to like fly him around and fly him into stuff. There was the pink goo girl, who's like Kirby's girlfriend. And she, if you had the umbrella with her, like her and Kirby would just like ride around and... Whoa, that was scary. And yeah, just stuff like that. And like, I know they like improved upon the system like drastically. Why? Like, why do you get stuck under the ledges when you do that, man? These designers hate children. They knew who was playing this game. They knew kids would do that. And stupid idiot 40-year-olds or whatever. But yeah, I know Kirby 64, you know, just the combo powers is like sick. It's sick with it. Okay. Nope. Nope. Not happening. Whoopsie. But this game has some good dudes. Love them all. Really naughty Rampage. We're rounding out the ice area. I'm honestly kind of in... What was the one? Okay, how many big jumps are you doing? 2. Okay. Got 3. 2. Yep. I've played a video game before. I know how this works. Got him.
I've played these games before! I've played them before!
I've never watched Squid Game in my life. I don't even know what the context of that screen is. I didn't save. I didn't save. Hey, streamer, just don't die. Thank you. I think you hit... Shit. You hit that one, dang it. Like Donkey Kong's, DK's hand slaps, like really, once you get out of Jungle Japes, honestly, is like the only place that it's worth using. Heartbreaking. Just embarrassing. I liked Squid Game when it was called Battle Royale. Actually, I think it like took me a long time to actually watch Battle Royale also. But I do think that movie's sick. Sick with it, sick with the sauce or whatever. Oh no. You like that, huh? You liked that. I know you did. Trader Kong. Found out that one of the actors today, I don't know what happened there. I don't know. My brother was playing. I didn't have the controls. But yeah, that one of the actors from Battle Royale, somehow became a politician in Japan, and that's kind of cool. Oh, what up, Kraken King? I love this game, but sometimes I'll look at the third game, or even the second sometimes, and just realize how much better the first game could have looked. That's fair. You know, it was the first one, so they were trying something new with the 3D models as sprites, and then like once they got it down, they just ran with it. And yeah, no, DKC2 is honestly a very gorgeous game. Heartbreaking. And I've never actually played much of Donkey Kong Country 3. I'm one of those people that looked at it and went, man, this ain't, what do you mean a jet ski? What do you mean we have to ride a jet ski around in this game? So might give that a fair shot sometime, honestly, but not before playing Donkey Kong Country 2 for sure. We might end up playing a bunch of Donkey Kong Country, or just Donkey Kong games in general. Here, I don't have a Switch 2, so I don't have Bonanza, but that would be a really cool one to play. And I do think I want to play. Oh, come on! Minky Kong and Minky should have been explored more. Not gonna lie, they just get described as Kong rejects. Yeah, sure. Trader Kongs or whatever. Yeah. Minky and Minkies. Funny. I don't know why I did that. It's funny. The pressure of the stage is kind of getting to me. Minkies are the sort of small gibbon Kong that they throw acorns in DKC through. I've never seen that. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, I'm sure that, yeah, the Nintendo enthusiasts are making up lore for things, you know. Never done that before. That's cool though. Yeah, I want to check it out again. I want to give that game. What do you mean you can't jump on the bed? What do you mean? It's rolling. DKC is amazing. They basically go to Canada. That's funny. Just spring break, but Canada. That's cool. Right, you can go in. Okay, you can go in there. I knew I was missing something in the stage. Okay. I want to play Donkey Kong Country, or not Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong 64. One, because I've never actually played through it for any amount of time besides like the first level. But with that ROM hack that gives, I gotta just jump past this, man. That lets you switch anywhere, because that sounds like it just solves the issues of that game. Okay, these aren't the. It's kind of funny that Donkey Kong is the main character in the first of the original 3 games named after him. I know, right? Like it's very funny. Oh man, they should have done something else with the names. But it's the brand, you know. They have to. Papa Nintendo said they have to, or they're not allowed to make the games. But Dixie is absolutely my favorite Kong. I know, like, how, you know, what a wild, new statement. Returning Tropical Freeze. Yeah, that would actually be really fun to play too. I've beaten Tropical Freeze. No, I beat Returns, but never did Tropical Freeze.
and I played Returns on the Wii, so it was just that awful. You gotta waggle for everything. I didn't think I was gonna make that. Please. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. Right on. Man, I forgot how much like harder this area starts getting. It actually is kind of nuts. I should have saved. I feel really bad that I didn't save at the last area after I did the boss. That's okay. That's all right. We're doing it. Donkey Kong 64, because for all intents and purposes, it's not functionally a DKC game, but is canon to the timeline. Yeah, because where else, you know, they have to explain where he got the coconut guns, and that they fire in spurts. But it really isn't. It definitely hit that rare design. It was going to be titled DKC 64. Yeah, I believe that. But it was Rare. I get it. Like, Rare just went through, what, 3 games? You know, Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3. Even the Donkey Kong Land games. I've never actually played any of those. I have no idea how those play. I think those were devved by Rare, right? But after making, like, a ton of, like, the same game, I get that they just wanted to do something else completely. It'll always be a shame. Donkey Kong games are actually quite good for a mobile console. I know, like, that's the thing that I've heard is I was a huge game... Why did you roll? What did you roll? It ruined everything. But I was a huge Game Boy kid. Like, that was, like, honestly, like, what I played more than, you know, my 64, my Super NES, my PlayStation. I solely just played, Game Boy games, so it was really weird that I never got it, honestly. Mobile hardware, like, they're not good on better hardware. Oh yeah, didn't they put those games on, are they on the Game Boy Switch thing? That is a shame, though. That is a shame to hear that they weren't that good anywhere else. Donkey Kong Land has some added content. The Donkey Kong Country games are overall superior. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because they are just, like, kind of ports, right? Like, they're functionally the same games. Liberator Amps. Why didn't I jump for the rope? Why am I like this? Come on. They have extra levels and bits. That's all right. Well, I'm glad I didn't like miss out on it. Too bad. I mean, there's always if I don't play it, you know, on stream, I have an analog pocket, so like functionally, it's a Game Boy. No. Okay, I'd rather. That's fine. I got baited. I got baited twice. Okay. No. Niche comparison, but I think of like Splinter Cell Double Agent, where there's actually 2 different versions of the game and they both have things the other doesn't have. Some flaws that the other doesn't have, etc. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it was a completely different platform. Like it's like honestly, like a more apt description, I think, is like the difference between I mean, not really. Like I was gonna say Genesis and Super NES, Aladdin. Like they're not the same game. They're two completely separate games. So it actually is a bad comparison, but kind of like I don't know. Like for all of their faults, they're both good games. It's just one of those is better, and the other one people thought was better because it had a sword, but actually it's the Super Nintendo version. It's the better one. But that was just because it was Capcom. Capcom at like their prime. Like I love the Capcom Super NES games. Like even like Mickey Mouse game with the different like transformations. Like that game's actually like amazing. But Splinter Cell's cool. I was more of a Metal Gear guy, unfortunately, so I always had like a chip on my shoulder for like Splinter Cell. And now I just think that was dumb, and I probably would have had a really good time playing those. And I wish they still made games like that. Yeah, that was gonna happen. Oh, okay. You're both? Yeah. No, like they're kind. I mean, like I get it. Like they are like functionally like just completely different in ways. Sure. Nice. Oh, I didn't jump. Bastard man. Hey, you know, at least, you know what? It's not Siphon Filter, so I bet they're both good. No, I'm not talking shit about Siphon Filter. That game was cool, too. Splinter Cell is the most in-depth, detailed, and expert stealth mechanics and system to date. As far, yeah, no, like everyone I've ever had a conversation about that game with says the same exact thing. That like the stealth was always better in Splinter Cell. Just to me, that story, like, whatever. Say what you want about Kojima, man. His games are just awesome. Like the stories in those are just crazy. It's a good time. But the story in Splinter Cell seemed interesting too, because it was a Tom Clancy game, right? Am I misremembering that? Like it seemed like it would actually be like really interesting to see like what they're doing with those, and they should bring them back. Like I'm just glad like Hitman came back. That game's sick. Oh, why? You really... I was there. Yeah, I tried to get that barrel there. Oh well, that's okay. Giant steel kegs. I just want to know who's shipping these in. Where are they coming from? Does Budweiser have a presence on Donkey Kong Country Island? Where do these kegs come from? Look, it's so... Like, I'm like so stressed out. Like, I've beaten this game. I don't know why I'm freaking out so hard about it. Alright, at least we can save. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress tonight. Not a speedrunner for this game, obviously. I don't think I would ever actually speedrun this game. I love playing this game. I think it's really, really fun. But it's like one of those games that I only play like once every couple of years, and then I'm like, I'm good. I kind of don't want to touch Donkey Kong Country 1 for a while. Because like you were saying, Kraken King, that the other... like Donkey Kong Country 2, I think is definitely a more beautiful game to look at. So I'd rather, you know, play that one, even though I'm not good at that one either. I'm decent, but I'm not good enough to speedrun it. I was definitely more like if I was gonna speedrun anything, I could maybe do like I don't know, Zelda Link to the Past. But that's what like the randomizers are for. I've heard this game, the Donkey Kong games, have randomizers. I don't know how that works. If it's like barrels have like other people's items in it, if you're playing like a multi-world, or it's just like whatever the levels. Like you find like it's random like what level order it is. Like that could be the thing. I'm not exactly sure. But those are always really cool. Like, I'm not getting mad at the game. I'm getting mad at me. You know what I mean? Back when I worked at tech, like for tech support. Whoa, okay. I had a boss who, whenever there was an error, it would be an ID10T error between the keyboard and the chair, which I didn't think was appropriate. But it was funny, that's for sure. I would never say I would honestly never say that to anybody. Like I've worked enough tech support for jobs that like I understand tech is confusing. But when it comes to this, it's definitely me. I am the idiot. I know we were talking about Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy. For some reason, my dad was really into the Mortal Kombat games, like more than I was, but he never played them. Like I would be the one who would have to like play them for him just to show him stuff in the game. Just because he never had time. So I just ended up with like a bunch of like the Mortal Kombat games, and I kind of wish I had Street Fighter. But, oh, come on. But the Game Boy, for some reason, I played a lot of the Game Boy Mortal Kombat game. Like, speaking of, like, a version that's, like, supposed to be, like, the console version. And, man, that game is just dog shit. Like, what an awful experience that was. And I don't know why I honestly played it as much as I did. Like, I had the normal Mortal Kombat. I had Mortal Kombat 3. But for some reason, I would, just because I really, really liked playing games on my Game Boy original. Like I just played way too many bad, just awful shit on there. And yeah, Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy, not a good time. One of the games I remember like oddly playing a lot of was the Pocahontas game. Like, it was supposed to be for my sisters, and instead, I ended up playing a lot of Pocahontas for the Game Boy. And I thought the systems were cool. It's not a very hard... Well, it actually is hard because they kind of made it bad. But it was interesting to, like, get, like, animal transformations in that game. Which I guess is also like kind of like goes with the conversation earlier about like animal buddies. I don't know if transforming into like a hummingbird or whatever. Gosh,
counts. I don't know, like, I feel like games that have animal buddies, like, they functionally completely change the way that you can control the game. So maybe a transformation count? I don't know, man. Why did that happen? Okay. Like, he, like, just, like, launched the crowd. Like, I wonder if they couldn't find an easy way to teleport the player beyond that wall, so they just, like, shoot him super fast. It's been a while since I've actually gotten Kong. Nice. Nice. Poison Pond. Minecart Madness. Here we go. I keep saying, like, here we go, like, this is, like, the one stage, but they're all the stage. They're all the hard stage. That's the point of the game. That's why this one's good. Like, they were willing to make a hard game. Like, it was a Nintendo game that was actually, like, pretty brutal at points. I remember Nintendo hard when people would say that, like, way back, like, NES era. I get it, like, they wanted the games to last. They wanted kids to get their money's worth. Actually, like, there was, like, a video I was watching recently that was showing off, like, game pricing. Like, back in, you know, I think it was Scott the Woz, actually. Talking about, like, standard pricing, how, like, video games have jumped up to, you know, $80, $70, $80. And we had cartridge-based games that were, like, 100, 120. Like, I always, like, think about, like, damn, like, why didn't my parents give me Earthbound? I loved that game, and I only, like, borrowed it from a friend. Why couldn't they afford it? You know, it's what I want. And then, like, I look at the price in, like, a Toys R Us magazine, and the price of it is just, like, insanely high. It's, like, $200. Like, of course they didn't buy it for me. That's the price of a console. I don't know what happened there. I jumped, and just Donkey Kong never came back down. Man, $200. It's worth it, though. Honestly, why I think the PlayStation 1 was one of my favorite eras of gaming. Because, like, once we started getting, like, greatest hits, like, sure, the box was ugly. It had a big, thick green stripe on it, but, you know, like, games were affordable. $20 for, like, a game. Like, Final Fantasy VII was $20 at a point. Okay. Just gonna exit. Yeah, PS1, PS2, definitely my favorite eras for that. Like, now I just don't even know how you're supposed to buy a video game for your kids. Like, it's just so much. I'm excited for they got announced recently by Valve, their new Steam controller, their new Steam console, the Steam Machine, and the new VR headset, the Steam Frame. I'm excited for all three of those for different reasons. And, like, I would love a Steam Machine, but, you know, I already have a PC, so probably not a good idea. Except it would be very sick under my, like, actual TV. I'm the kind of person that if I really want to play a PC game and have it look really good, I'll hook it up to my TV. It's a 4K LG C3. It's a little older comparatively to, you know, TVs, I guess. But it's an awesome fucking TV. And so I'll hook up my PC, but that's just, like, I have to drag an entire, like, PC. Like, having a little console that just sits under there would be cool. I had a Steam Link. I never really liked the way that the Steam Link worked.
I felt there was too much lag, and they finally solved it. It feels better, but maybe not enough to actually like go out of my way to use it too often. But like the Steam machine, like as a whole, like I can see like kids like my nephew, like he wants a PC. He wasn't allowed to have a PC. So we got an Xbox, but now he's a little bit older, and like I think like telling him, my dad wants to really get back into PC gaming, and I think it like instead of like he was like trying to beg for like a Steam Deck, my dad, and this might be like the better solution for both of them is just tell them, you know, maybe you guys need to get this instead. Because my nephew he really wants to play like games like Repo. He keeps trying to ask me like what games I'm playing, and I have to just kind of be like, unfortunately, dude, I'm playing retro games. These games came out, you know, before you were even born. Oh, right, this stupid boss. All right, no, I take it back. This game's stupid. Donkey Kong Country sucks. What the fuck? The barrel of snakes. Barrel of monkeys boss. What are you supposed to do if you only have Diddy on that phase? Is it just GG's? Probably. All right, that's the boss. That's Barrel Boss. Chimp Caverns. I think this is it. This is the final world? I could be wrong. I want to beat this. I want to beat this tonight. One, because I feel like moving on to other games. Maybe other Donkey Kongs. But I would be interested in, I don't know, I keep thinking like I'm gonna play Twilight Princess, or like like Chrono Trigger. I've been reading a book about Chrono Trigger, and it's gotten me into the mood to play Chrono Trigger again. I've showed it on stream. I kind of don't like the book anymore. It's okay. I don't know. Like there was like a chapter that I just felt like it was a little too long-winded for its own good. And it kind of like threw me off. But I don't know. It might just be fun to play an RPG. Like I said, I've played Pokemon recently, which is an RPG. But like something big and story-based. One, to help me fucking read on stream. Turns out that's kind of a hard skill sometimes. Like it feels like being back in class and having to like, you know, read in front of, you know, read this chapter or whatever. Hopefully you don't get the chapter that has like the bad word. Unless you want that, I don't, you know. Why? I don't know. I like reading. Don't do a lot of reading out loud. Because, like, honestly, who does? You know, if you don't have kids, like, you're not reading out loud. I thought the letter was here. What was I supposed to do there? What did I miss? What did I miss doing? What were people's... Oh, I did have to go up here. Okay, that's right. But yeah, like, what books did people read when they were in class? Like, I feel like everyone read The Great Gatsby. Like, that was definitely, like, an all-time classic banger or whatever. But I think one of my favorite books to read was The K, I think it was what it was called, where there was, like, a kid and a man get marooned on the titular K. And I found that one really, really good. And then Hatchet. Hatchet was, you know, that's one of my favorite books. My young adult read that in 2002. Oh, okay. Hatchet was good though. Brian's Winter, it was one that I read outside of the class because I enjoyed that book so much. I'm trying to remember if we read My Side of the Mountain, which was another one of those like young, you know, young male stuck in the woods kind of books or whatever, like Hatchet. But Brian's Winter was interesting. There's like more too. I think like they made Brian's Winter was like alternate history. They never got rescued, but I think there is a third one that's supposed to take place after one of those. Just start playing audiobooks. If I'm playing something real dumb with a lot of grinding or something. I don't know. How do people? I wonder what like people feel about like grinding on, you know, in the club. Just grinding in games in general. On a stream. I feel like it has to be kind of just like death. Like for viewership. Like who wants to actually watch this shit? And if you can't think of something to talk about during like, I don't know, during like whatever you're grinding in, then what's the point? I hate my life. That sucked. The new Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD came out. I know they supposedly changed some stuff about that game. But I'm curious if that means it actually like changed up the atrocious grinding in the video game. I never want to play it. The originals. I've heard the Game Boy versions of good. We talk a lot of it. Like, Game Boy games are really, really fun. I just don't think, one, they're good on, like we were saying earlier, like any other platform that isn't like the original console or like a console designed like a Game Boy. What are these holes for? Oh? Oh! Wait. It's a bonus area that you can go back into? Huh. Interesting. They couldn't figure out how to do a cave. I think that's the only time they've ever actually done that. Yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen them attempt like a cave like this in any of the other levels. That's very funny. Three. Okay, I'm 3. Damn, it was 4. I tried. Oh well. But yeah, like I don't feel like I would ever want to be... I don't want to stream a Game Boy game, or like maybe a Game Boy Advance game, like the Oracle games I think would be okay. Those pixels are just so harsh on a monitor. I don't know. I wish it was more okay to do a I go in here. Thought I could. Oh. To do something with scan line or not or yeah, with scan lines, but they just look it looks bad on stream is the problem. That's that one. I don't want to use filters like Super Eagle or whatever they're called. Man, I always hated those. Like even when before streaming was a thing, like watching friends play emulators and then like, oh, what are you playing? Oh, I'm playing Chrono Trigger, and then like you go to like check out their game and like they have like all of like the awful upscaling filters turned on. It's just like barf. Gag me with a spoon. Who says that? Frank Zappa's daughter, apparently. That was a band, or a artist, I guess you would say, that my dad played a lot of. I don't know why. I guess it was his kind of music, but that dude was kind of like a memester for his time. I don't know. Dad was into, well, he still is. He's into like a ton of different genres. My least favorite was the country phase that he went through. As a kid, like, that was honestly the worst summer of my life. But he played the Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. I understand they changed their name, and for very good reasons. Good for them. We're doing it. We're, kicking ass, honestly. The Sublime phase? I don't know why he really got into Sublime, but he did. Yeah, my dad was a trucker, so he just had a lot of time on the road to himself. And I think he would just like go to Walmart in like some just random ass towns and just buy CDs because CDs were cheap. He still does it, not cross country anymore, thank God. So I'm happy he's not dealing with that shit anymore. But he does do shipping for like local stores and stuff, so he doesn't have to deal with that. But when he finally like got like a streaming service, he loved it. That it was like absolutely made for him. Like he was able to like just turn on everything, And then there's me, who I honestly think, I truly think that for me, my favorite subscription service would be YouTube Music. Just because of the amount of like dumb game remixes and Siva gunners, and if I could just listen to that stuff without ads, like I'd be golden. But still having like the possibility of listening to whatever the music has been uploaded onto YouTube, there's definitely a value there. It's just I think YouTube's model as a consumer just kind of sucks. Because, I remember the days when YouTube wasn't an ad hell. Hello? Oh, I didn't even get any of the other letters. Damn it. I miss it. Man. Don't want it to just be like we're playing an old game, so it's easy just to fall down the nostalgia hole or whatever. But I do miss like old internet when it wasn't just so like ad ridden.
In-shitification is real. I believe it. I believe it. They did it on purpose. What did they do to us? I need to swap. Yep. Yep, that sucks. I want to watch the new, there's a new Tim Robinson show. I think it's like, what is it? It's not The Paper Company. That's the Office spinoff. I think? Are there 2 shows called Paper right now? The Paper Company and then also The Paper? If you haven't watched the show Detroiters and you're really into Tim Robinson, I think you should leave. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch Detroiters. It's awesome. Very, very good. Alright, I'm gonna waste a life here because I think... No, I thought there was a shortcut right there. You can't make that jump. One more. Nope. Okay. We tried. Best Friends. That was a movie. Not in a bad way. I love that movie. Like, there were so many people I think I saw that disliked that movie. They didn't understand the humor. They found it crass and rude, or whatever. I just kind of love the new age, like, comedy era that we're going through. I don't know if I would call it, like, millennial humor exactly. It's definitely, like, Gen Z humor. But, like, turns out, like, we've both been on the internet so long, you know, both our generations, that our sense of humor is actually, like, pretty much the same. I see. I know they're just as confused about things like 6'7" or whatever. Which again, I don't care. I don't think it's a bad meme. I think it's funny. I might not understand the context of it. I've attempted to, but once again, it's not for me. You know, it's not my humor. I'm not mad about it. Like, I'll never be mad at kids for having slang. Or, like, just weird things. Like, come on. Like, I grew up saying rad and fucking... I don't know. We danced the Macarena. A man came to my school to show off how cool yo-yos were. Like, what the fuck were we doing back then, man? Why were there yo-yo men? How much did they pay them to let them into our schools and advertise yo-yos to us? Yo-yos. Man, what yo-yo did y'all have? I had an X-Brain. I love that thing. I was told of a very cool... Oh, you can't kill those men with... Wait, what do you mean you can't kill those men with Donkey Kong? That's Donkey Kong's whole thing! That's why he's in the game! He's the strong man. Donkey Kong Bonanza Donkey Kong can do it. Fireball. Did y'all have a fireball yo-yo? Yeah, X-Brains were cool because they were the ones that, like, you could do the sleeper and it would, like, smartly retract for you when it knew that it was ready. It was the AI of our time, the X-Brain yo-yo. It was intelligent. Still sell those, surprisingly enough. You can still buy, like, all of those yo-yos. The Duncan yo-yos. I'm glad to hear they're still doing okay. That yo-yos are still a thing that people can buy.
Pogs. Y'all have Pogs? Anyone have Pogs? I had Pogs. I never played with another human being with a Pog. Oh, come on. So I don't exactly know how to play. I had a slammer. I had all, you know. I think they made Pokemon Pogs. And that one was weird because like it was already like past the prime for Pogs. You can't switch on these platforms. Should have switched earlier. You can't switch! You can't switch! Oh, come on. You can't switch on the ramps? But yeah, Pogs were definitely like the cheap advertising tactic. You know, it was just a piece of cardboard with a JPEG on it, which is, again, totally fine. I don't know. It was like the NFT of our time. They should bring them back, though. Like, I honestly believe that. They should bring back Pogs. Necky's Revenge, all right. I kept my Pogs in a trash bag. And that's probably like why I like threw them away eventually. It's just like there was a bunch of stuff that I don't know, I kind of wish I kept. And I didn't, and I just threw them away one day because I was like, I'm done having this thing. Like maybe that was just like being a emo teenager or whatever shit that we just threw everything away. All right, yeah, we did it. We're at the boss. We're at the final boss. We're gonna do it. We're gonna beat this fucking game tonight. Hell yeah. Oh, this guy's from Smash Brothers. Wow, he does that. That's his move. He runs. Just like Smash Brothers. Music goes so fucking hard, though. Dang. Yep. No! No! You can't do that. That's illegal. You can't do that. All right. I'm really into it. I'm like jumping. I'm scared. It goes faster. It's faster. The balls are faster. Does it go 3 times? It might go 3 times here. That's just how video games work sometimes. Oh, we did it! We beat the video game! Yeah! Why is credits spelled with a K? Like, I love this bait. This fake out like is awesome. It's so funny. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Bastard man. Did King K. Rool get a pog? And is it on eBay? How much is the King K. Rool pog? Jump. Ball. I love Diddy in this game. I feel like I didn't swap too much in this. Excuse me. Because, like, honestly, like, they're both equal power. Like, they have some differences. But of the two, like, Diddy, I think he's just faster. I think his roll schmoves a little bit more, if you will. But in DKC2, like, Dixie is hands down one of the best characters in video games. Like, her float is very, very good. Alright. Alright. Bastard man. You're a bastard man. From Bastard Land. I'm glad he got into Smash. Like, that's actually, like, sick. That's very good. He was never, like, a character that, like, stood out to me. But again, I didn't play Donkey Kong Country 64 or Donkey Kong 64. So my apologies. But King K. Rool's cool. I don't know, him and DDD, like, they're both, like, just very good enemies, I think. Like, good, like, final bosses, quote-unquote. K. Rool is the final boss. I understand that. Just two chunky dudes having a good time, though. Like one of those games that has like a, I don't know, like a canonical way to defeat the boss. You know what I mean? Like playing like a Mario game 2-player, like making Mario be the one who gets like the hit, you know, gets to kill the final boss or whatever. Oh my god. Not me though. I'm a Luigi guy for life, so. Okay. Big jumps he can't get. No, he's not doing big jumps. Yes! Yes! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, Diddy won. Diddy beat the game, and then beat the game. Diddy did it. Could have beaten that bunch of no-good Kremlins. You made an old man proud. Go and look in your hoard. I think you'll be in for a surprise. I don't know what that... If I had been playing, I'd have found everything. What was there to find? There's no collectibles. I'm sure there must have been some bonus rooms you haven't found. I don't know what the bonus... Like, I don't think there's a completion for the bonus rooms, are there? Yeah. Oh, God, that's some good shit, man. I love this game. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I played this one again. I'm not going to play it for a while after this. BKC 2, huh? Fingers. I could be convinced. Manky Kong, yeah. Mini Necky. The Forbidden Kong. Why was he banished from the Kong family? Bite size. Octopus. They need to bring back this. Just bring in, you know, everyone has a name. You have to do the final credits that shows everybody off. They deserve the respect. They deserve to, you know, have their names be known. The Kremlins. Critter. Plump. Crash. Which are just critters in a minecart. Claptrap. Croc. Croc. Russia. The bosses. Very naughty. What a rare joke. Just call him naughty. I don't know. Definitely a rare thing. Really naughty. Dumb Drum. Master Necky Sr. King K. Rool. Yeah, every video game needs the after credits. You know, you got to show everybody off. I don't want to see their name. I don't want to see the voice actor. You know, show me what those dudes' names were. You know, I gotta know. The Cones. Is it my turn yet? Candy Kong. Diddy Kong. Donkey Kong. Hell yeah. Man, like, it just, what a great way to end a video game. Like, you really feel happy. I don't know. Spent some time with these guys, you all became friends, and then they were just dicks to each other for a little bit. I did this using one life? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you could watch a speedrunner who's done that. Well, yeah, as the credits roll, I want to thank you for watching. This was fun. Yeah, we got to play more platformers or something. I don't know. They're a great time. They're just good. They're just good. David Wise. Oh, okay, so it was David Wise, but no Grant Kirkhope on this game, huh? Interesting. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through, thanks. Like that's nice of you. Leave a comment, leave a follow. If you're on Twitch, follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. You know, why not? I appreciate it. If you're on
If you're on TikTok, I'm sorry I put up a TikTok about gambling. I didn't get banned, but close enough, I suppose. Shigeru Miyamoto, original Donkey Kong creator. Invented by Nintendo. Yeah. Yeah. This was awesome. It was really fun. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. We'll play something soon. Play something, whatever. Thanks, YouTube. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, that was it for the video. And chat, I'm gonna say that was it for tonight. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you right now that's watching. If you haven't followed me yet, you should follow me. But other than that, I'm gonna send you off to somebody else. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm going to raid. I remembered to do it before. We can go ahead and turn on.